Hello everyone, this is Latasha Blanton from the Real South Africa Travel and Tourism. And you're going to have the opportunity to travel with Phil Scott to
sunny South Africa. You guys are going to have the opportunity to come to Johannesburg, and you guys are going to be coming to Durban. And we're going to set it up perfectly. It's going to be like a luxury experience for you guys. At the same time, you're going to be getting some culture. And of course, you're going to get an opportunity to talk to Phil, hang out with Phil, and get his views on Africa and South Africa.
You're also going to get an opportunity to explore the lifestyles here that are available in South Africa. And we're going to do all that for you in an amazing 10 days. We do hope that you go to the website and book, because we do look forward to seeing you here.
Absolutely. Our website is therealsouthafrica.com. Go there, scroll down. You'll see a picture of Phil, and just go ahead and book there. So we'll see you here in what we like to call sunny South Africa.
African Catholic bishops are rejecting the Pope's stance when it comes to same-sex relationships. The pushback against Pope Francis has been extraordinary. Some Catholic bishops in Africa and Poland say they will not implement the new Vatican policy allowing blessings for same-sex couples. Bishops from Nigeria, bishops from Kenya, Ghana, Mali spoke out, and they said that they are not going to be implementing that in their countries, even though the Pope said they can give blessings to same-sex couples. According to Africa News, the reaction showed how polarizing the issue remains and how France's decade-long effort to make the church a more welcoming place for the LGBTQ community continues to spark resistance among traditionalist and conservative Catholic leaders. Some of the strongest responses came from bishops in Africa, home to 265 million Catholics, or nearly a quarter of the world's 1.3 billion Catholics. Many of those Catholics live in their church, operate in societies where same-sex relationship is condemned and outlawed. This puts the bishops in a tough position because that is basically going against their boss, right? Even though their boss should not be that, and it's the faith, but there's hierarchy in every organization, even in religious groups. And so this is going to bring some kind of issue. And even the bishops were talking about how this is going to confuse their flocks, which is the people that follow the religion, and it is sending a different message than what they were sending up until this point. Even though some people were also downplaying this decision, the most pushback came from African bishops and African Catholic Church. As you know, out of 54 countries in Africa, I believe 31 countries have a law that does not allow same-sex relationship. And for the Pope now to say that you can bless that relationship will directly make it illegal for even the popes to do that, because at the end of the day, they have to also abide by the law of that country, and they can't make it legal. Just because they can bless that relationship doesn't mean that it's legal, because the government outlawed that relationship. So it is quite interesting to watch what is happening in the church and the conversation that is being had. A few of the bishops actually made a statement. They said that they won't be implementing this blessing in their countries. The church in Mali also said that they don't agree with the Vatican's decision concerning homosexual couples, and the bishops and priests are calling the church faithful to reassure them that the decision will not be applied. So as we can clearly see, it is bringing up questions and confusions, and the bishops are trying to clarify to their people. It is definitely interesting. So clearly the Pope's decision is controversial, and not everyone is jumping to accept it, especially since the LGBTQ concept or idea or conversation is quite heated in many African countries. In Ghana, the parliament as we speak, is discussing on that, and they are proposing a bill and they want to pass it as a law. In Uganda, it was just passed.
This issue of homosexuality is a very serious issue because it is an issue of the human race. So it's not something that you should discuss to be seen, to be what? No, 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 no. You only talk because you are sure of what you are saying. Otherwise, keep quiet. Don't add to the confusion. There is enough confusion already. Now, when we are discussing the issue of homosexuality, in the last 200 years, in this part of the world, Ankole, Kigezi, Buganda, Bunyoro, Karagwe, Tanzania. So, but it was a smaller number. I have had 5 names in the last 200 years. Because me, I'm from this area here. My clan is one of the oldest in this part of the world. Now, when this issue, at that time, of course, this was a private issue. People were not they were not encouraging it, but also they were not fighting it because it was like hidden, small secret of some few people. The problem with the Europeans is that they bring things which are out of place, that suspicion of merely being suspected to be cannot be criminalized, cannot and should not be criminalized, because he is like a sick person. If somebody is sick, do you criminalize him for that?
In Malawi, in Zimbabwe, there has been protests in Botswana. So definitely not an easy acceptance from African countries. So we shall see what the Pope is going to respond after this pushback, because usually there's not a lot of pushback when it comes to what the Pope says towards the church. But anyways, fam, let us know down below what your thoughts are about this. I am Wongel Zelalem.